We built an AI agent using Microsoft Agent Framework that builds a report of our last quarter results. Good job. But wait, is there a way to verify the agent's reasoning and thinking before it sends off that final email to your CEO? Of course there is. Let's take a look. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kirk, and of course, this is a continuation of our series of tutorials on Microsoft Agent Framework. Now, one of the important requirements of an agent is to make it a bit more interactive. For instance, before an agent takes that final step of sending off an email or sending off a tweet or a Slack message, whatever, maybe we need to look at the agent's reasoning and thinking and verify, is this correct? How do we do that? Well, let's take a look at human in the loop. We are back to our AI agent. We looked at how an agent will do react, reason plus act. The LLM will think in a structured way to plan the next steps. This is called reasoning. Then the agent might act on its environment by using tools. But wait, what if we wanted a way to guide, verify, or correct an agent before it acts? Enter human in the loop. Human in the loop allows a user of an agent to review or approve the agent's decisions before they are acted upon. For instance, in our example, we, as a user of an agent, want to approve before an agent sends an email so we can verify an agent's reasoning before it acts. Welcome back. Okay, the last tutorial on Microsoft Agent Framework, we looked at streaming. Remember, we originally had a tool that didn't run in streaming. It just ran agent.run. Now we're running it as a stream. And we can see inside what is happening, what the agent is doing. We have one tool, it's calling the tool and it's getting a result, and we can see that by looking at the stream. Here it is. So we can see there's a function call content here on the content type, and we have a function result content. So remember that. We get the function result content. Now we're going to look at human in the loop and how to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my agent with tool streaming file, and I'm just going to copy it and rename this. Let's rename it human in the loop. In the loop. There. And now what we're going to do with this tool here, get weather, now to make it with human in the loop, what we're going to do is we're going to use a decorator here. A decorator with the attribute, with the parameter, approval mode, always require. That's all we need to do. And I didn't really talk about this decorator before, but we can use this decorator to pass it a name if we want to override the name and add a description instead of using the doc string here. Let's also remember to import this. Import AI function. There. So pretty much what it's saying is once we get to this tool call, we're going to need approval mode. So let's try running that and let's see what happens. Okay, what happens? Let's look at the difference here. We're still streaming our results. Remember, this is the advantage of streaming, is we can see what is actually going on. That's why I did that streaming lessons first. So we have a function call content and our useless content. And then all of a sudden we're getting something called function approval request content, where you are not getting what happened earlier with the function result content, because now we need approval. So that's the basic of human in the loop. Now let's look at how we can continue. Okay, I know you already know this, but let's just run this again and we see what comes back here, the object type for update, the last one. And we have agent run response update. Remember when it's in streaming, it's the update. And when it's not in streaming, it's agent run response. So I bring over some documentation here. Here is the agent run response update from Microsoft documentation on the agent framework. And let's just go down here and look at some of the attributes here. Scroll down. We have text and user input request. Okay, that's interesting. So we have user input requests. So let's take a look at that. Let's go back to the code. And let's also look at function approval request content. If we go to this class here, function approval request content, we can see that we have function call on here, which is based on function call content, which has a name and arguments. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's go here and let's make a couple more updates. Okay, let's run this again. We don't need this now. And let's also look inside here because we know this. And I need to actually import this. Function approval result content. Request content, I should say. And we see both on the content type, get weather, and the arguments throttle, get weather, throttle. So we see where, for the human in the loop, where it stopped was at that actual tool call for get weather, which makes sense. And again, this is why we're running in streaming, because we can actually see this. Now, how do we continue? Okay, to continue, let's create a message that we're going to pass into the agent again after we are at the state where we are waiting for approval. So in here, again, this is going to be more interactive. And this is, again, the foundation of human in the loop, the basics. This should be more interactive. And I will, in the future, show you how to make this interactive. And we can pass in, when we look at context, how we can pass in parameters so the agent can act in a certain way based on where you stopped. But that's for the future. Let's get the basics down. I'm just saying user approval is equal to true. We're creating a chat message here with that message. And this we're going to pass into our agent. And I will just show you that we don't need to run it in streaming mode. So let's go back to how it was before. And let's import what we need to import here too. Chat message and role. I think that's it. So let's look at this code again. We're going through. I'm just outputting the messages. Then we see we stopped at the tool call for get weather. Then we're going to say you can continue, create this chat message that we can pass in to the agent again, and then we can continue. Oops, I have to make this. I just changed this to be the same message, but we're right on the same agent again. So I just passed in the same message that I had before. I think I had LA after instead of Toronto. I still have the World Series on my mind. Again, I'm from Canada, so you have to forgive me or forgive the Blue Jays. Anyways, let's continue. We're passing in the chat message saying we can approve. Let's run this again. Look at that. So we have the weather, function call content. So now we get the function call, function approve request. Oh yeah, and then we're not streaming this. We get a final request, pass it in, we print that message, and we can see that the weather in Toronto is currently cloudy with a high of 15 degrees, which means it ran. Let's actually try this in streaming mode as well, just so you see that. Okay, so what I've done here is I just made a change. I commented out this. This is where we're getting the final result and just running it. And now I'm running it as a stream. So the final results, let's see what comes back. What we're doing is we're passing in an array, of course, of the original prompt, the chat message, saying we need user input, and the approval message. And let's see what comes back. So we see our original up here. So I had this delighted line here. We create the message saying we're stopped here. Now I pass in the user approval message, and we see we get the tool callback with the response. So we have the weather in Toronto is currently cloudy, which of course is what our tool does. So we continued, and that's that. So that's the basics of human in the loop with an agent. Again, it's not new. Most of all agentic frameworks have this, but we're starting with the basics. We're going to build up on this because when we have context, we can make this more interactive. But I want to make sure you understand this. Hope this helps. Okay, that's it for this week's tutorial on Human in the Loop. Remember, this is a series of tutorials on Microsoft Agent Framework. So if you're not already subscribed, you probably want to subscribe so you don't miss out on other content. And until then, I will see you next time.